Well, I recently went to Dublin for the Dublin Film Festival, and I was in Ireland for 4 days, and I spent 3 days in Dublin, and I took a day trip to County Wicklow. And then the last time I was in Ireland, I'm 49 now. The last time I think I was 29, and I went to Ireland for the first time when I was 18. Again, with Matthew Broderick, we went to high school together, and their family had a little house in County Donegal, which they still have. And his parents had bought it very cheaply when he was 9, and he'd been going there since he was 9 years old. And I went a few times. I went about 3 or 4 times in my 20s, and then hadn't been back since then. And you know, it's funny because in the interim, Ireland had experienced a boom, and then in the interim, Ireland had experienced a boom and an economic bust. And right now, they're still really suffering under the economic crisis that hit them a while back. So the little fishing village, Killybegs, which is near the town where Matthew's family has a house, when I was there, it was this teeny little village, fishing village, and then I would hear that it had become this great port with big ships in it, and it had become this big fancy town. And then I heard somewhat later that it had then shrunk back into this teeny little fishing village, all in the interim since the last time I was there and recently. And I didn't get to see Killybegs this time, but when I was there in the 80s, it was partitioned. To get to County Donegal, you drove through the north, and the roads would suddenly get better because there were English paved roads, and the English economy was stronger than the Irish economy. And there were the roadblocks, and you'd be stopped by convoys of English soldiers with machine guns, and you would drive along the road past the roadblock on the border of the 6 counties. Is it 5 counties? 6 counties? 6 counties. I knew it was 6 counties. Anyway, you'd drive in or out of Northern Ireland, and then you'd notice 100, 200, 500 feet down the road, guys in the bushes with machine guns waiting to shoot anyone who ran the roadblock. And it was very dramatic. I mean, for someone from the States who's not used to that kind of thing, or from someone from the States who's not used to that kind of thing. There are people from the States who are used to that kind of thing. But I have no deep knowledge of Ireland personally, but I loved it, and I loved going there, and I loved being there for the film festival.